there was two teachers talking to the mothers, but there was one of them who said, if you kids don't go to school, the welfare is going to get you kids. So that made me feel bad when I heard that. It made me think about my daughter. When the welfares came around, it took the baby away from my daughter, and she just turned around and walked off when the welfare said something to her. And the time that thing that happened to my daughter, because the little girl wasn't putting on weight, but we knew in the family group, our kids have been like that when they were young, when they were babies. They put on weight later on. But because the welfares were really worried about my little granddaughter, and they had a yarn with my daughter, and they said, we're going to take the baby away from you. And I said to them, to welfares, if you're taking my granddaughter away, you better not, because I want the baby to stay here with us. My daughter knows that she gets support from her auntie grandmother and from me, from the mother. Yeah, she looks after the kids. She saves money for them. She keeps food for the kids. And because of Rudd government who said sorry to the whole of Australia for the stolen generation, well, what's the use bringing back the story about welfare's coming around to take your kids somewhere, to a home? We don't need that. We had a biggest mistake from our generation before that let their kids go. They took them away. Families died, and the kids didn't come back. They went and died in somebody else's country. So we need our kids to remain in one country. They got mothers, they got aunties, they got uncles, they got cousins, brothers, sisters. Whether they're in the family, the kids can go to the family. So we don't want our kids to be taken away. I want the government to stop this nonsense, to stop this taking the kids away. Make something easier for the kids and the families. Things about schools for families, they should have somewhere for kids to go and spend time in a special school, or in a place where they can have kids go along to sit down and talk about what the problems they have at school, and take the families along to sit with them so they can feel comfortable that their mothers or grandmothers or aunties are around with them.